All right, I'm Dane Gudauskas. Welcome to the Vibe Up, and we're in the surf lair, where it's nothing but surf all the time. And this is where I just come and stare at boards and get so psyched to go surf. And we're gonna break them down today. This one first is my absolute favorite, my go-to, a board that I had the chance to design with Michael Andrews, who shapes for Channel Islands. An evolution of the original design called the Rocket 9. That was shaped probably around 2015. And this one was a modification of that board, just essentially with a bit more of a wider tail block and a wider nose template, and just really designed for user-friendly conditions. Pretty much what we surf every day in California is really fun waves, but kind of limited in power. So this board just kind of helps create a bit more glide under your feet, and it gives you the speed to kind of lay into a turn, and even though it might not have as much power as like a Hawaii kind of wave, you know, so you can carry the speed throughout the turns. As you can tell, there's no stringer in this bad boy. This thing's the epoxy. It's called Spine Tech technology that Channel Islands has been working on, and it just kind of adds a little pop. Any of my boards that are shorter than my conventional shortboards, so this board's 5'8" for me, my normal shortboard's 5'11". I generally prefer to use this technology that Channel Islands has. It just adds a natural spring, you know. Sometimes when you go epoxy, it gets a little bit chattery, it feels a little stiff underfoot. This just feels incredibly natural. It just feels like just a bit better than normal. You know, it's like if you could just amplify the feeling of goodness just a little bit, this is kind of it. So if you go into a surf shop and you ask them for a rocket wide, this is the exact board that you will find for a 5'8" rocket wide. You'll notice that it's got a swallowtail on it. This is how the design was originally intended. And I don't know, that the 5'8" model is exactly the specs that I ride. And it's pretty much built off of the original couple of models that came together. So the 5'8" one is just perfect. If you're going off the rack, and grab it, feel it, put it under your arm. I'm about 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. My general shortboard's around 6 feet to 5'11". I like to ride my rocket wide at 5'8". You can go shorter. You can get that feel, but I think 5'8", it's just a magic number. I think your shortboard, probably about 2 inches shorter than your normal board, still has that hold in the rail line to let you drive off of. It doesn't get too short where you kind of can't maneuver in that kind of way and skate across the flat section. So yeah, I wouldn't advise going too short. I would play around with, if you're feeling like you love this board and you have one already in your quiver and you want to kind of feel it in a bit more of a shortboard vibe, play around with it. Go an inch longer than your original rocket wide. Pull it in a little bit in width, and it should be fairly responsive and kind of a cool middle ground between your shortboard and your groveler. So that would be a really fun way to kind of modify getting another one in your quiver if you really love it. I know a lot of people out there have been absolutely stoked on this board, so that makes me super happy. And it's endless, you know, just play around with it. Play around with the options. The curve's gonna be great for anything you're looking to do. So I generally have ridden this board, I don't know, overhead surf, well overhead surf, also down to under knee high. So it's pretty versatile. No matter the outline, no matter the tail block, you can do whatever. Somehow it just works. So yeah, this one, and this is something new that we've been playing around with. It's the squash tail. So usually it comes in a swallowtail, but this board's been great. The interesting thing about this design is that the fins have a lot of opportunity to play around with. I generally like the thruster setup. These are the Captain Fin Dane Gudauskas models. But in saying that, Tanner, my younger brother, he loves this board, and he's been really enjoying like a wider fin base, like a bigger fin for the side fins, and a baby trailer. It's called a 2.5 setup, or a twin with a baby trailer. And those fins really allow you to have a lot more drive. So if you're surfing kind of a squishy, mushy beach break, and you put in those bigger side fins and a baby trailer, you're gonna be flying. You know, it's gonna be really noticeable. It may not have the exact precision through the turns that you're looking for with the thruster. So it's good to have that option. But if you're looking for speed, the 2.5 fin setup is an absolutely amazing option. You can also go straight up twin fin, and we're talking keel fins, something like this. If you have those fins and you want to just get squirrely and just have fun and feel this unreal speed sensation, like a ball bearing, you can do it. This board's really designed to accommodate any kind of fin option that you want. I mean, to be honest, I would love to try this as a quad too. I don't have the fin boxes for it, but anything would work pretty darn good. Something about this bottom outline and the rails, and it just, everything seems to work well with the multiple fins. So it's built for fun. Something that makes you want to go surf on days that, you know, usually you'd be hanging on the beach and be like, it looks pretty fun out there. But with this board, you're out there and you're going to have a smile on your face, which to me is the most important part of surfing. So yeah, the Rocket Wide 5'8", 19 1/4, 2 7/16, and 29.1 liters.